Hello, everyone.
For now.
Fixing my camera for a moment. Welcome back. We're about to get straight up wrecked by two assassins, played by yours truly over here, Jess. And yeah, that's pretty much the best recap I can do.
Well, you forgot to say something really important there, Aramel. We hit 100 followers.
Oh, that's right. We did hit 100 followers, and that is why I am in even more cosplay than usual. And everyone else is also in cosplay. Except Kevin.
I will say Fallon looks like she's from the woods.
Yep. And we got the evil queen paladin over there.
Hi.
And our dungeon master, who just looks foreboding and murderous.
Do you know what he reminds me of in that costume? The storytellers in Fable 3.
Yeah.
The only sucky thing is when I'm doing that, it looks creepy, but I can't see shit.
Neither could they.
What you doing?
Right.
I'm just being foreboding and ominous looking.
That's all I'm doing.
Oh no, I
I'll be
can't
back
see
in
where I'm
2
looking.
seconds, y'all. Sorry.
Never.
1, 2.
Time's up.
So, since she's going to be on her way back, we have a few moments before her turn. So, you did leave off with 2 of the agents of the Frostmaiden coming back and lashing out at you after what you think she killed the 2 chieftains. And actually, with that, it is Arabella's turn.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I know exactly what I was planning on doing.
Arabella is not Arabelle, you idiot.
Ah, misheard that.
Son of a gun!
Son of a gun. I was ready. I was ready to rock.
Ready to rock. Ready to roll.
All right.
Sorry.
So, Jess, it is all on you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to... Okay, that is a bonus action. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is Manifest Echo.
Okay.
Uh,
That's a bonus action.
You're going to have to kind of tell us a little bit about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Script.
gonna put it up in the...
Did you Oh, you downloaded it. Yes. Makes me happy. Alright, so you can use a bonus action to magically manifest an echo of yourself in an unoccupied space you can see within 15 feet of you. Alright. So where are you throwing this echo?
What's our scale here on this map?
Every block is 5 feet.
Every, like, big block or the tiny ones?
Carter, seriously?
The tiny ones.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so then I am going to put her right here.
Alright.
You just...
And then for my action, actions is I am going to use the crossbow and I'm going to shoot once from my position, once from my echo. Does that make sense?
Alright. Let's see. When you attack, take the action. Any attack you make with that action can originate from you or the echo. You make this choice for each attack or creature. so you're attacking basically from your echo.
My first attack is going to be from me, and my second attack is going to be from my echo.
Okay. Because you get two attacks, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then, who are you attacking?
Okay, so I can't tell who that is.
That is
That's
Aramel.
Aramel.
Ha!
Okay. I'm gonna roll for first attack.
All right. So 25 is definitely going to hit Aram.
What?
Okay.
So Aramel, you are
And
going to
that's
get
gonna
smacked
be
with 10
10
piercing
damage.
Alright.
I hold on just 1 second though, because I needed to check something. There's something about my ranged attacks that I don't remember what the bonus is to. Okay, so it's just the attack rolls, but that didn't make a difference this time.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so I'll have a +2 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons with her.
Okay.
Okay, so the second attack, I'm going to shoot here. Wait, is she still invisible?
She's invisible. Yeah.
She's invisible, so I can't see her.
Yeah.
Then you. Okay. So that's 25.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay, well, yeah.
yeah, that's going to hit.
8.
And Lorelok just kind of like looks at it.
Okay.
He's like, yep,
And
that happened.
okay, and I still have movement. I just can't remember if I can move my echo as my movement.
Sit on bonus action.
As a bonus action, I can teleport.
Yeah, you can swap spaces.
Yeah.
So on your turn,
Such a
you can
long
mentally
paragraph.
command the echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction. No action required.
Got it.
If your echo is ever more than 30 feet from you at the end of your turn, it is destroyed.
Yeah. So she's already 15. I think I'm just gonna back her up to like right. No, is that 30? 5, 10, 15, 25. No, that should be 25. So that should be good. Okay, that will end my turn.
Yeah, that's only 20 feet away, just so you know.
Awesome.
Alright, so with that, Xylena.
Yay!
Shoot! I didn't add my stupid +5 from that stinking absorb element. Crap.
It's for melee attacks. Only.
That's for melee.
Is it melee
not for
only?
ranged. Yeah.
So it's just gone now? Because it only lasts 1 turn yet? Okay. Learning. We're learning.
We're learning. Alright.
We're also not trying to TPK y'all.
Alright.
So first, I am going to wait. Is that still? Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm gonna move over here, and then on this bitch, we're going to toll the dead.
Which one?
Is she missing
We
any
are.
hit points? I don't think so, right? No one's missing any hit points on that side.
I'm pretty sure she's lost 8 points already.
Yeah, Ryara has.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Alright. So, Riara has to do a wisdom save.
Am I allowed to do counterspell? It's a reaction thing.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Okay. I need to display that because I'm not sure how it works.
Alright, so you are
'Cause I'm
literally
reading
going
it.
to be casting a spell. If the creature is casting at 3rd level or lower, it fails and has no effect. If it's casting a spell 4th level or higher, it makes an ability check. Both of her spells, one is a cantrip, and then the other one she cast at level 1. So which one are you...
On myself.
Yeah. Which one are you countering?
Well, I'm mostly just asking about it because I didn't.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no. So basically, counterspell, if it's 3rd level or lower, it's just gonna literally make the spell instantly fail. If it's 4th level or higher, and then there's some rolls that have to be involved.
Okay. Well,
But
then
mine was a
I'm
cantrip, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that then.
Alright.
What was it? A wisdom save?
Yeah.
I hate it when I have to half screen this crap.
I don't have screen it.
I can't see. Wisdom save. Oh, well, that's fantastic.
So you are gonna take a whole whopping 3 necrotic damage.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too. Like, and so it's only 3, but you know what? It's a hit.
3 is better than none.
Everybody take
Right.
3. I'm just joking.
Whoa.
You get damage, you get damage, you get
Everybody
damage.
take
Hey,
damage.
all around.
Alright, so Xylita, you've used your bonus action, so what else are you doing? Are you done?
I'm done.
Alright, Riara.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my bonus action first to do the wall that we talked about.
Okay. And where are you
And
creating it?
I want it to be. Can I draw a line?
I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I'll
X.
just. I kind of want it to go from here over to like just closing in this gap here with like a small opening where my chicks are standing.
Your chicken.
It's on each side of us.
Alright, so you want like a line
So, like-
from here to here. Oh, do you not see? Oh, you guys don't.
We
get to
can't see
the
it.
lines.
You have to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
There?
Measure?
Yeah, just draw a line where you want.
Okay, so no, I want it across
Oh, okay,
Here,
across
like,
there. Gotcha.
from those between those two pillars. Yeah.
Alright. So, from top left pillar
Okay.
to
Mhm.
basically here. Again, you guys can't fucking see? I'm really tired of this.
Nope, can't see anything stuff.
Jesus
I can
Christ.
see
Just
I can
across
see a
here.
faint line there.
Yeah, there we go.
I see
I
it.
can see it now.
Yeah, which is funny. I've literally fixed the difference like 5 times.
Okay.
Now, but... Alright, so you said one chick on each side, right?
Yes.
There
Alright.
now.
Who's on
Um,
what side?
I'm gonna have Arabella on. Arabella's on the, we'll call it the Xylena Aramel side, and Ryar's on the other side.
Alright. So as she casts this spell, a giant wall of ice and snow is
Mhm.
erected between everybody. It's 10 feet high, but it literally fills it from side of the pillar to side of the pillar. So you will have to climb it. And it's snow and ice, so have fun.
Well, and it damages us if we touch it.
Yeah. Alright. Anything else?
Yes. Where are you?
Well, I'm at my house.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, just chilling.
I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
And I'm gonna shoot 2. No, I guess all 3 of them have to go in because she's still invisible. I will eventually find her.
All right, go ahead and cast it.
Okay.
Ooh, 26 is definitely gonna hit Kyle.
Damn.
He's just looking at his screen like, I'm gonna die this session. So, Kyle, you will be taking
So
18
that's 6
force
times 3. 18.
What are your Eldritch Invocations?
I'm gonna be doing them first.
Why 18?
Because at her level, she casts 3 Eldritch Blasts with every Eldritch Blast.
Got it. Okay. Sorry, I was confused.
What are my Eldritch Invocations?
Yeah. Alright, so Kyle, you are only going to take
how far
8
down are you?
damage.
I have Fiendish Vigor and Repelling Blast. Oh,
So with Repelling Blast, Kyle will get
so that
knocked
knocks him
back
10 feet back?
Yep. So for us, it's going to knock him right over here.
Oh, perfect.
Because otherwise, it's going to be right off the map.
Now I don't have to worry about hitting him on my turn. This is perfect.
Alright. Anything else, Jess?
Okay, and then, yeah, I'm gonna move. Where's my movement speed? 30. So I'm like swapping back and forth screens.
You get used to it.
Move right here.
Did you move there because you saw me measuring or because you wanted to?
So, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I thought that was
like,
me
on my
measuring.
Screen, she wasn't moving.
There we go. Sorry.
It's okay. I can still
And
hit
then I'm
you.
done.
Alright. Fallon.
I'll just go the other way.
I'm sure you can, yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to actually probably going to regret this, but I'm going to do 5, 6. And I'm going to use the lightning strike spell from my staff. So y'all need to make a dexterity saving throw. Both of your characters on this side of the wall.
Alright, so the Echo and Riara both have to. Let's see. Your Echo has a 14.
What
hit points,
level?
you get 2.
Is she casting it?
You can't know what.
It's not a level.
It's a stat
How-
effect.
Okay.
If you're gonna counterspell it, you
I am
counterspell.
going to cast Counterspell.
It's
You don't
not
need
a
to
level.
know ahead of time
so-
what the fucking level of the spell
I don't.
is.
Plus, you can't ask that question also. You have to just cast it and hope that it works.
Correct.
So you don't get to know.
How like? Why is this divided up like this?
I can't see what it says.
There's one that says spell slot and one that says pack slot. I just pick one.
Because you have
Just pick one.
you have 2 different spellcasting systems. You have your warlock spells, and then you have your other class spells.
Got it. Did that go through?
Yeah, it's on there now.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower. The spell fails and has no effect.
Thunderstrike is a spell from your staff, correct?
Lightning strike is a spell from my staff, yes.
Okay.
And it doesn't require me to use it as a staff hitting wise. It's a spell that comes out of my staff.
Correct. So then, DC is 10 plus your spell level. All right. Fallon, what is your spell level?
My spell level?
Weren't we saying that Lightning Strike was going to count as like a 5th level? Before?
If you did, you didn't tell me.
I think I talked to Aramel about it. Alright, so for Counterspell, I need you to roll a d20, Jess.
You're talking about Radiant Breath. That's a different issue.
Different thing altogether.
We did talk about that, but that was Radiant Breath. It counts as a 5th level spell, which we'll have to edit if it screws up my spell slots later, but worry about
We'll
it
work
later.
on that.
Or do I get more Radiant Breaths when I get 5th level spell slots?
Oh.
Oh.
No,
I don't know why that went
not
through
spell
as Shalana, but
It's
Because
perfectly
your name
fine.
is-
So I need you to roll another d20.
see?
So as you try to snap to activate your counter spell, it's too late. The lightning is jumping from her staff coming at you.
What save was that again?
A
No,
dex
it's just yeah. So it's a dex save.
So now you need to make a dex save.
There's Ryara's, which was horrible.
That's a fail.
Okay, question. Arabella did the absorb elements thing. She didn't use it, but it was supposed to give her resistance to the type of damage she took.
That was
and
only when she was intaking the damage.
Because you didn't use it, it went away.
Oh,
So you no longer have the resistance to that damage now, too.
there's so
correct.
many paragraph crap here. And that, there's hers.
Your echo, anyways, not her herself.
Yay!
So that
The
is
stats are the same.
So
Those
with
wisdom
that,
saves.
you actually see
It was a
Fallon,
wisdom
as you're
save.
first casting this spell, you see
Darn
the
it!
lightning bolt.
I'm
go
sorry, I
right
sent a
through the
wisdom
echo.
save through, but we'll take it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's a fail.
That's it.
It
The
goes
wisdom's
right
plus
through the
6, the
echo,
dex plus
tearing
3,
into
that we know would have been
shreds.
lower.
So this
Okay, let me
transparent
roll
form just
So-
well, I
Yep.
mean,
That
like it could
echo's
be a
gone
1
for
and then
now.
echo's gone.
They had literally 1 HP.
Yep.
How much damage did
Oh, she's getting
Ryara take though?
She's rolling it right now.
I'm rolling it now. So that's plus 1 because that 1 is supposed to be a 2. And then that's also plus 2 because it's lightning. So that's 35, 36, 37. 37 damage.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
To both of
that's
them.
pretty OP. Pretty awesome.
She
That's
got
what it is.
very lucky with her benefit card.
Yes. Couldn't have been more fitting of an item.
Yep. So each person takes 37 damage, lightning damage.
So
Well, the
it's
echo
Riara.
just disappears.
The echo got
Yeah.
shredded.
Lit. Fuck that person.
With her one hit point.
Echo 1. Still a victory.
Got wrecked.
All right. Fallon, is that your turn?
Yeah, because consuming
Is she still invisible? Or is that
She is no longer invisible.
I am no longer visible
She regularly
because I cast that spell.
I try to keep up on the status icons, so you'll see
Yeah.
it, and if not, Aramel calls me out.
Oh, there we go.
Correct.
Okay.
Taking a potion is an action. I can't use it as a bonus action.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Then, yeah, I am done.
So we're gonna hand it over to your green bestie, Orimic.
Yeah.
Bestie! See,
Well,
I can't see what's happening on that side of the fucking ice wall.
Right. Well, I can see our foe out here, so I'm definitely going into our rage. So.
I'm just gonna be like, fuck him up!
What is 3 on your magical table?
3 is the intangible spirit. That looks like a fun for a pixie. So appears within 5 feet of the creature.
The
Of your
explosion.
choice that you can see.
Exploding
Yeah, at the
spirit.
end of turn. Yep. 1d6 force damage.
I remember him. Yep.
Dex save for that. But so hold on, I'm reading that to make sure it's at the end of my turn, correct? Yeah, at the end of your current turn. Okay. So we're gonna obviously hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. I can make my full movement without having to dash. And making sure my rage is turned on my extension. Sorry. Rage.
You should be
Okay.
sorry.
I know. And we're going in twice with the great axe.
So as you swing the first time, it's actually going to miss.
Ooh, all right.
But the second time will connect. Right? 25 hits, Arabella?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I was about to say,
Well,
like,
I mean, like, because she had Blade Song. So I'm trying
It
to...
hits.
Yeah,
Barely.
okay. Barely.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will be taking 9 damage from that, and then Ormic, if you want to use your...
Yeah, because I get it every turn until this ends. So I'm going to have it appear back here since it has a 5-foot radius. And then, yeah, I'm going to have it explode, which is roll a dex save. Which you have
Save.
to beat. That's a great question. I think it's 13.
We'll say 13.
It's on my
13
rage.
sounds fair.
Yeah, 13.
Oh, 22. She
Okay, yeah, definitely.
All right. So it's a complete miss then, right?
Correct.
All right, perfect. Any other things that you are doing, Ormic, or are you just shouting in the snow?
I'm going to be shouting in the snow.
Perfect.
You can hear me raging on the other side of the ice wall.
So wait, you take damage?
9 from the his second great axe.
Yep. 9 from
All
the
right,
reserve
Adam?
later. Yeah.
because certain circumstances I can currently see on both sides of the wall.
That's perfectly fine. Just don't use your outside knowledge.
That's why I'm asking. Like, oh wait, nope. I just turned on just Aramil's vision, and I know where I can see. Okay, using only my character's knowledge. Due to the ice wall, I do not know where the other person is, so I'm just going to Radiant Breath the one in front of me.
Ooh. So he slowly just sheaths his sword into the shield, and as he's putting it in, the eyes start to glow. The face of the dragon starts to radiate on the front, and then all of a sudden, just a beam of energy shoots out.
Also, seeing as it's Radiant Breath, like, does that do radiant damage or fire damage? That's radiant
damage. It says it.
Nice. I just checked. I read it again.
All right. So then you're going to.
That was
roll
shot at
for
Arabella.
damage. Correct.
Go right here.
I'm gonna use my reaction for Song of Defense.
Okay, 10th level blade singer feature. You can direct your magic to absorb damage while your blade slot is active. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to expend 1 spell slot and reduce that damage to you by an amount equal to 5 times the spell slot. All right. So first, Aramil, roll for damage.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to already do that.
No,
keep
it's
doing
just
that.
putting it on there.
Give me 1 sec.
Just
Okay,
17.
there it is. I know. I'm just trying to open it up.
All right.
There we go.
So, how many spell slots and what levels are you throwing? Oh, you can expend 1 spell slot. So you get to choose a spell slot, and you can absorb up to 5 times the spell level.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I gotta look at where I've used.
It says it up at the top.
Huh? No, I'm.
I got what you're doing.
I'm gonna use a 4th level slot.
All right. So as you use that magical arcane energy, you are going to block 20 of the radiant energy, but you will still be taking 12 radiant damage.
Yeah.
As you look behind you, a small opening is melted in the snow.
I was about to ask if it would break through the snow or not.
So it's a small opening, just 5 feet.
Is it 12?
Good enough.
Yes, I said 12. If you have questions, you can always just ask me.
And then as my bonus action, I will be inspiring. Now that I can see barely through the snow, I guess I'll assume they can hear me now. So, more or less.
So it was only 10 feet high, so you could have been heard before.
Oh, okay, never mind that. Well, either way, I'm going to inspire. Actually, I don't know if he's gonna be able to reach, so I'm actually gonna inspire Xylena
Yay!
for her next turn. So
Is the
she
wall
gets
still there?
say what?
The wall's still there?
Yeah,
There's
there's
still
just
there.
one.
There's just 5 feet missing from it now
Got it. Okay.
because I blew. So you guys probably saw a bright burst of energy just go through it, and now you can see us again.
Lit.
I mean, from the angle
Well,
you
sort of.
can't, but you just see a beam of energy shoot from the wall, and you're like, the fuck?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty short, so I probably can't see over that wall still.
That's true.
Alright. So then, now, it is Lorelai's.
Fuck her up.
Oh, I should have inspired Lorelai. Oh well.
Moving there. Still not within striking distance, so I'm just gonna do my crossbow. We'll do 2 attacks with that.
Alright.
21 and 10. I don't think that's gonna hit. 21 hit. It hits?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. So that will be... I guess I have to roll it through here. 1 damage.
1?
I rolled a 1.
Aww.
It hits and it goes
Frickin-
dink, and you're like,
Sorry, boo.
there is no sorry in D&D.
It's like someone just poked you.
Kyle, anything else?
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to do my second wind.
Oh.
And I heal for 10 HP.
There you go. So you literally rolled a 2 on that?
And that's it.
His rolls are not going great tonight.
No.
Yeah, I'm going great right now. This is just like Freaky Saturday.
Yep.
Just
You
like
are.
Saturday.
Yeah,
I
this
was-
week they all had crap rolls, and of course I would too.
I had to start
No one
doing
was
hard
thinking-
rolls on Saturday because how bad it was.
Alright, so with that, Arabella, you feel the connection to your echo disappear, and you can no longer feel it.
Okay. So, I'm gonna start with my bonus action. And it's gonna be the thing that we talked about.
Okay. So Arabella whips out a whistle.
Oh
And-
man.
A huge gust of wind kicks in. And then 6 winter wolves come dancing out of the snow that fell down. It's just taking me a second. Now I get to.
Yep.
Alright. So then we're going to reorganize. So the winter wolf that dropped down next to Lorelok actually received a 20. So he is going to go. I gotta pull up their sheet still. God, I feel like Aramel.
right?
Yeah, kind of. Alright. So he is going to.
Are you gonna handle their calls?
Yeah, so they don't obey you, they're just here to attack.
And they see you probably as
Mhm.
ally instead
Correct.
of enemy.
Awesome.
Pack leader.
I don't get another thing on my plate right now.
So as this wolf hops out of the snow and goes off at Lorlock, it misses. So with that, Arabella, since you just went, we're gonna just pass that one again. Sorry.
I didn't do my actual turn yet.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I didn't take my actual turn because the
I know, go
wolves
ahead,
were
sorry.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to do 2 attacks with my crossbow. We'll do the first one here and the second one here.
All right.
So first one for Aramel.
Oh,
18.
18 is a tie.
All right. Ties go to the attackers. So roll for damage on Aramil.
Okay. Okay.
Make him bleed. So Aramil, as that bolt hits you, it pierces you for 11 damage.
Oh, it was technically a 20. So I would have,
How's that 20?
because I get a +2 to. Wait, yeah, my blade song's active. I get a +2 to my skills.
All right, and then fire against Zelina.
All right, and then the attack for Zelina.
23.
23.
So Zelina definitely gets hit.
Fuck.
So Liv, as you get hit, you are going to take 8 piercing damage. You're going to feel it just kind of scrape up against you, and then you look down and the bolt's actually just hanging in between your mail. You just yank it out real quick. Alright. Anything else, Jess?
No, I think that will be it.
Alright. So then next is a winter wolf. Gotta double check their speed. You guys are fucked.
Yeah, what is it, like 100?
It's 50.
Yeah. Damn.
So he's gonna run up on Zelina and try to good snack. 25.
Holy fuck.
For how much damage?
So as he bites down, it's dealing 10 piercing damage, and you have to make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it takes your hand clear off. No, just kidding. No.
16.
Alright, you made the save. So you are able to get out of his jaw before he is able to yank you. And with that, Zelina.
Seeing how close they are, I'm just gonna fucking.
Do it.
Alright, so I gotta do 2 con saves. Ooh, and they both failed miserably. So as you cast that spell, because that one does have knockback, right?
15.
What?
Does that one
What's
have
the issue?
knockback? Yeah.
10.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's gonna blast it out. So you just see Zelina just like clink her mace up against her armor and just ripples out with a sound wave and just knocks them back. Alright. This wolf is going to go off at Airmill. And with a 23, Airmill making a strength save.
All right.
And it is 13 piercing. Alright, so you also make the save. So you are able to kind of, just like how you would treat Blue, you just kind of like rip out your hand. You're just like, no. No.
It's a bat. Yeah, Kenny.
Riara.
Okay.
This is nice, I don't have to keep moving screens around so often.
Right.
I'm gonna start by using my bonus action to call out my Hound of Ill Omen.
Oh my god.
And his target is going to be... I forgot her... Valen. There we go.
Okay.
I'm so terrible with names, you guys.
Okay. Let me get this up there. So you summon this wolf.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's just because a normal dire wolf is considered bigger, but this is considered a medium, not a large. It counts as a monstrosity, not a beast. And then, what's your sorcerer level?
6.
6. Alright.
Yes.
Well, I'm just taking a look to see if there's any other effects I have to know. At the start of the turn, the hound automatically knows the target's location. If the target is hidden, it is no longer hidden from this hound. 30 feet target, yep.
Yes, it tracks invisibility.
Hound is.
So basically, it's forced to go after Fallon, and then she gets disadvantage on like saving throws
Yeah.
until the damage that or the HP that you just put in.
Alright, so you are having it go after her then, right?
Mhm.
Alright. So then
And then
he is going to share a turn with Riara.
And are you controlling that, or am I?
I will also be controlling that. You say what to do and I'll do it.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okay, so for Ryara's attack, she's going to... Where's her pack button? The Javelin of Lightning. She's going to throw one each at Fallon and...
Warlock, Jesus Christ, how many times have I talked about my character?
All of your characters start with L.
All of mine start with O.
My brain was saying loser.
Ariel does it, Irina does it, Ormic does it.
Alright, so as you go ahead and throw those, remember you already used the thunder part of it, so they are basically just javelins.
For the sake of continuity, you may call me Steve now.
Yeah, I know I used the lightning part already. It's just, I get to attack twice if I'm using the packed weapons, though.
Correct.
Let's see. Okay, so first, yeah, it's just a javelin, but I can only use my packed weapon twice. All the rest of them are just... Okay, this one's for Fallon.
Ooh, alright.
Dang.
God, wow.
You almost doubled her AC.
I hope you rolled that.
Oh my.
So, Fallon, you are going to get hit by this javelin, and it disappears right after it hits you. But it is going to deal 20... No, it's just 8 piercing damage.
Thank God.
I was like,
no, I saw the lightning damage. I'm like, wait a second.
The lightning part is gone. Oh, FYI, that would go like through my wolf because objects sticking through it. Okay, so now Lorlock.
With a
guy-
13, you will miss on hit.
Fucking missed.
He's like, you missed.
Don't flick me off screen. That's not nice.
Yeah, do it. On
Yeah,
screen.
do it on screen.
You guys see my real life manifest echo?
Yeah.
Oh, look
Oh
at
yeah,
that.
I think it might be better if I hold on. Yeah, you can't really see there. Here, we'll do my screen better. There we go.
Hi. All right. So, Riara, that is your turn then?
Yes.
All right. Fallon, you are still breathing, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. It's your turn.
Lit.
Oh wait, did my hound go?
Since you
My
just
hound
summoned
didn't go.
Okay. So, he can only bite.
Mm-hmm.
23
Wow.
To hit.
to hit.
Okay, I'll just say if that's 23 damage, like, dang.
So,
TPK
you're going to
tonight.
take 8 piercing, and I need a strength save.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's okay. Adam just told all of us to fuck off with this fight.
Yeah, for the record, this was not my idea.
I rolled a 7.
All right. So, with that, the wolf is going to tear you down to the ground, and you are now prone. But it is your
You can
turn.
still attack while prone.
Can I still thunderstep while I'm prone?
That's how you measure it. You can
It's a
still attack.
spell.
What is it? Thunder what?
Thunderstep?
Yeah, it's a
Under
spell.
stomp?
Lit.
Right? I feel
Fucking
like
peace.
It's one of the staff abilities.
So, anyone within a 15, I think it's 15 feet of me? 10 feet of me. So, within this 10
Just-
feet within the
just the
space I
wolf.
left. So, basically the wolf. So, he needs to make a con save.
All right. Just making sure something real quick. All right. Excuse me. Con save. 6.
Lit. He fails. So, he's going to take 3d thunder damage, and I'm going to move
With all 3 of its hit points.
all the way over here.
All right. So what's the damage that you're rolling? You just hit 3D thunder,
Yeah.
not regular 2D thunder. This is like
Yeah.
it's so cool. It's coming out of your screen.
yeah. 3D.
So that one is actually a 2, so that's 11
Is it more
damage.
than is it more than 3?
Yeah.
All right. So as you do that, you just see just this sludge and wispy energy just fall to the ground.
And I'm gonna look over. Fuck, I don't know your damn character's name, but the L.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
Lorlock.
Lorlock.
Lorlock?
Haha!
We just
No,
had a
Not just me.
conversation about this.
I'm gonna look up at Lorlock and be like, I'm not doing so great.
And unbeknownst to you, because the Goliath was right there and frozen solid, his ice has shattered. His chest has been displaced.
Oh, snap.
So this Goliath is 100% dead now.
Oh, boy.
Aw.
It's going to be great when they thaw out.
It
Ooh, meat
thawed out.
chops. Make a little stew.
Better hope those griffins thaw out.
He's going to feel it in the morning. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Fallon, is that your turn?
Yeah, can't take a potion, so yep.
All right, so then this winter wolf is going to bite Aramel because it's the closest
Yay.
one to it. 21.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, you can actually see my rolls on the stream.
I can't.
We can't see him over here.
Yeah.
You can
Well.
see them on the stream. But
Get on that. Just kidding.
12 piercing damage and make a strength save.
There's no point in me making a strength save because I am unconscious.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Aramil is on death saves.
Caramel's down.
Does anyone have
The
healing
party.
potions on that side of the wall?
There's a door. Aramil made a door.
I do.
Hey, we can go into your fucking bag, man.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, Ormek.
All right. Well, I'm pretty much gonna stay engaged here, but obviously we're gonna have my pixie reappear there with my bonus action.
Okay.
And just waiting for it to actually go through. Just rolling, attacking twice again. Come on.
The 28 is going to hit, so Arabella is going to take that 17 slashing, but the 17 will not.
All right, and then same thing, another Dex saving throw.
Alright,
For that
Winter
wolf.
Wolf, yep.
Yeah.
He rolled an 8.
Did my reactions reset? Or
No. Your reaction resets after every one of your turns.
4 damage for the wolf then.
Okay.
Arwen hasn't done one yet.
I need
How much?
the Dex save for
17.
You also need to make a dex save for
And a dex save for Arabella. Ha!
That's a natural 20. I think she succeeded.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
So she's able to feel the presence behind her and duck out of the way. Kind of like grabbing just the fur of the wolf to block it.
right.
So the wolf is actually going to take another 4.
Ooh, all right.
Hey, she's sacrificing something she summoned to help.
Right. And that's gonna be my turn.
Aramil,
Yeah.
give it to him.
Oh no.
With first failure.
Oh!
Yeah.
Alright. This wolf is
This goes
going
first
to
near the wolf. Probably the wolf, but you know.
creep over here. And he's going to stop short of going to Lorlock. And as he's eyeing you down, he is going to use a cold breath against you and Fallon. So you each have to make a dex save.
I failed.
Oh,
Same.
Holy shit.
why are your rolls?
Fallon,
I don't
what
have
was yours?
dexterity.
A 2.
I know that.
Okay.
God, you're rolling like an Ormac.
Alright, so it
wasn't
is
19.
4d8.
Well, I'm out, so
Wait, aren't you
20.
resistant
Oh my
to cold?
gosh.
Yeah.
So you take
So,
half?
Fallon, you are going to only take 13 damage because you were behind Lorlock.
I'm still out.
Alright. And Lorlock, you also take 13 because you were resistant.
Done.
You both are down?
No, I'm not down. No, I just have done.
I was about to be like, wait, what?
It's like shit. Ormac is just gonna pick up Aramel and fucking book it.
Alright.
We're out.
Bye bye.
Liv, are you?
Bye!
Alright.
No, I'm almost down.
Okay.
Lorlock.
Oh god.
Maybe if we all
Yeah,
pretend to be
perfect.
dead,
Awesome.
they'll just
So
go
this
away.
first wolf that attacked me, I'm gonna attack.
How bloody that room was, I don't think that was going to go away.
Everybody play dead.
Everybody, just pretend you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'm attacking that wolf that's catting. Wow, seriously? Fuck me, right, game? And it's natural 20 on the second one.
Oh god, thank
Hey.
god.
Crit.
All right. We'll take that natural 20.
No, you're not gonna roll the damage for me as it did? Fine, fuck you, game. Alright, so roll damage, this is one-handed.
Adam, if you didn't want to DM anymore, you
Wait,
could
hold on,
have
I
just
gotta
told
look
us.
No, I'm aware.
I didn't have to fucking murder us all.
All right,
Okay, so
and that is you use a
is
fire in there.
20.
Holy shit.
Yep. So that is 20 damage.
Yeah. Wait, so that's... Well, wait a minute. Hold on, wait.
20, 30.
No, because it's 10 single-handed one, and then 10 extra fire, so it totaled up at the bottom.
But if you hit
But
it,
it was a crit.
but it's a crit.
It's not doing the crit, though, that's the thing.
Oh.
But I rolled a fucking 1 on that die, so it doesn't really matter. So that's... So basically
21.
just 21 damage.
You're just
Well,
Wait, the fire
throwing
damage...
it to
Wait,
me.
wouldn't the fire damage be added... Would be double, too? Because that's still rolled damage.
Let me give you this. All right. As you go to swipe down, your sword shines brighter than normal. A larger flame starts to cut out, and you are going to do a full 40 damage.
Okay.
Does that wolf even have 40 damage?
Do you see it next?
God damn.
That's just one of them.
Winter wolves, man.
This is 100% fucking y'all are trying to kill us.
Y'all.
Adam is tired
Like-
of DMing. He's too
Like
busy.
Derek said, if you wanted to end the campaign, you could have just told us instead of murdering us all. Because
Oh,
now I'm just pissed the fuck off.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to look at something real quick here. I'm trying to see if I want to do this now, if I want to save it.
Adam, I didn't put my good formal furs on just to get murdered. I got all dressed up and everything.
All
Hey,
dressed up and nowhere to fucking go.
Right.
For,
You know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step forward 1 space. I'm going to action surge,
Oh shit.
Alright.
and then I'm going to be making 2 separate attacks. One of them is going to be against Riara. The other one's going to be against the wolf.
Go ahead.
Just attacks. So we'll do the first attack against the wolf. And that fucking missed. Great. Awesome. Right back to where I started. Awesome.
I mean, nothing's gonna
The second strike is going to go against Riara.
Oh, yeah, that didn't.
Oh, really? Well, it was a 12.
Barely missed.
And then Riara for the second attack. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh, that is gonna hit Riara, right?
I'll do it.
That's right. There's Riara.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you said no right now, like I'm still sticking with
Mhm.
the plan of picking up
And
Aaron.
then I'm going to add. I'm going to turn that into a menacing attack against Riara. So she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Seventeen.
What was it?
70.
Okay, you failed. So you are frightened of me now.
Ooh.
So whatever that means. And then my damage.
She will not move closer to
Well, actually,
you.
let
She
me
can
do
still
it.
attack you,
That's not
but she has to
doable.
make every action to try to get away from you. She can't move closer. But she can repeat that every turn to not be afraid of you.
So that is 20. Oh wait, hold on, wait. I have to roll an extra d8. Give me a second. I apologize because I get to add my superiority die to that damn as well. If it'll do it and roll 20, I don't know if it will because it's not like cooperating with me. Okay, I'll just roll on a freaking D&D Beyond. Awesome. So that is a total of 25 damage then. Oh, there it is. It finally pulled through as a 6. God. I'll take the 5. I don't care. 25 damage to her, and she's frightened of me.
All right. Is that your turn? All right. This
Yeah.
werewolf.
I think he was saying, yeah, there's just a delay.
Oh, okay. So that werewolf actually rolled a nat 1. So he.
Am I really liking that bad?
It's like off and on.
Yeah, it's hit or miss, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that,
Fantastic.
as the winter wolves start to crawl towards Lorlock, you hear a screeching in the air.
Owl bitch!
Owl bitch!
Every one of the questers roll for perception.
What? I mean,
Even the unconscious ones?
yeah, even though we're unconscious, our corpse
I mean-
picks up. Owl bitch is coming in.
I rolled a dirty 20.
My
Alright.
deadness feels the
17.
presence of owls.
I rolled a 10.
All right.
My
So
corpse is
Fallon,
unsure.
you saw the inside of your eyelids perfectly.
I rolled a 22.
Inside of my eyelids are beautiful.
Xylena and Orimic, you notice almost like an eagle flying directly down at you.
Is it a griffin?
Owl bitch.
Kyle and Aramil. Kyle, you can see this with your open eyes right now. Aramil, you are like seeing this with like a divine sense from your gods
You're just like
that it
covered
is
in
not an
ghosts.
eagle.
Is it?
Oh.
Wait, oh, so it's not. I was gonna say, is it the air croaker or whatever we helped out earlier?
Oh, Aarakocra!
It is the Aarakocra that you guys healed earlier.
Thank God we healed
Flying
him.
down, he digs his sword into the winter wolf next to him, decapitating it.
Yes, Fur People rock.
And then at the same time, he takes his hand and just his little claw, got like 3 little fingers on it, and rests it on Aramil. And he actually is going to be using Lay on Hands.
What a dope ass
Oh.
motherfucker!
Paladin.
Yes.
Paladin?
Aramil recover 25 health points.
What a dope ass motherfucker!
And this is why you heal everyone.
Heal everyone.
An
Be nice to
absolute dare.
everyone you meet.
Heal everybody who isn't an absolute piece of shit.
This is why you're a good person.
As you
Wait,
look at the winter wolf
can
that
we
was
understand
decapitated,
him?
it slowly starts to fall apart.
Could
Wait.
we understand him, or did we have to cast a spell to talk to him?
Am I still
So-
in that hour of comprehending languages?
No.
We've been fighting this whole time. Time can't have passed that fast.
That's true.
Have you cast any spells or anything since?
Ah,
It's a
shit.
ritual, but hang on.
Is it concentration?
No, I'm
It
trying
is
to
not
think because...
concentration.
Hold on 1 second. Cause...
It is just a cast.
Alright.
Adam's like, shit, he's right.
Haha, I can talk to the guy.
Well, yeah, but see, remember though, when you last used comprehend languages, you had to actually cast it because of the whole, ritual business and
The
that
spell
one
slot still had to get
stuff.
used. The spell slot still got used, but I'm checking right now. It is not a concentration spell. It is just a spell.
Yeah, so you could have casted other spells then.
So
it
it
would've
says
been fine.
range self 1 hour.
Gotcha.
And,
So you can comprehend it. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language, but it does not
Yes.
mean that you can talk back.
So he can talk to you, but you cannot talk to him.
all right.
For the
I'm gonna
duration,
get
you
real good at
understand the
sign
literal
language.
meaning of any spoken language near you. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface of which the words are written.
Can I, through intelligence saves or something, parse out some language to kind of speak to him?
Well, considering you are just kind of waking up on the ground,
I mean,
and
not
are
right
just seeing
this
this
second, but just-
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Alright.
All right, so then.
Oh, thank God. And he gets to go first.
Andy gets to go first.
Giggity.
Oh, fuck him up.
So with this, he actually is going to fly up 30 feet into the air. He puts his sword into its scabbard to the left. And he casts... Let's see, how many does he get to throw out here? Alright. He's going to cast Eldritch Blast. So he gets to fire off 2 beams. And he's going to fire one at Arabella and one at the Winterwolf. So it is a 20. So I think for Arabella, it misses.
Paladin Warlock. You told me you were experimenting with that. Yeah.
Arabella, AC.
Oh, 22.
Okay. So it misses you. You are able to deflect it. But the Winter Wolf gets hit by it. Alright, so that is 5. Hold on 1 second, because I need to remember, because I was playing with this guy. Eldritch Implications. Alright. Add +3 to the damage. It already did. Alright.
There you go.
So it is going to take a whopping 5 damage.
Got him.
Got him. My way of having a little character myself. Alright, that is it for now. So, next up is Arabella.
Okay. For her bonus action, she is going to cast Blade Wreath on Xylena.
So it creates several specter swords that surrounds the enemy. She can see within 60 feet until the start of her next turn. If the creature attempts to move, it has to make a DC 18 or take 10d10.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Don't.
So, Livy, you're in an Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Got it.
Don't
Got it.
fucking move.
Don't just stick to range.
Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't.
If you
think.
have to, throw your shield.
Most importantly, don't die.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Arabella?
That was a bonus, I think she said.
No, it says action.
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It says action on it.
No, it says bonus action.
It says on the thing you just sent to World Phony, it says action.
I don't know why it says that because it's a bonus action,
Where is it?
right? Bonus actions, Blade Wreath.
It is under her bonus actions. I don't know why it says action on Roll20, but it is
Alright.
under her bonus actions.
All right. Sounds good.
We accept.
Oh,
Trust me, I would not lie on her behalf.
Yeah, she almost killed you.
She's trying to
Yeah,
kill
right.
us. I would not be lying on her behalf.
okay, and then I am going to cast Shatter.
Okay.
That is a con saving throw.
Yep. Constitution.
Where you casting?
Where are you casting that?
Oh, from myself.
So 10
I can
feet
do that,
from
right?
you.
Yeah.
Because Ben does that.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah, center on me.
So I've done this before. I feel like we've had this argument before. Doesn't that hit yourself as well? In that case?
Well, you let Ben do it in our other campaign.
No, he shattered from the rooftop.
Well, he's
of
the
the
one
church over
posing
there.
the argument.
Hold on.
That's true. He pointed it at the ground.
Shatter's the range one. He thunder waved and hit you as well. I do remember that one.
Yeah, that one pissed me off.
Yeah, sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a constitution. So, from the way that this is written, yes, anything in the 10-foot. So the Ark, Outright, Airman, Winter Wolf, Ormic, and Arabella.
Okay.
I know I was going to fail that anyway. I have terrible con.
Ormic's the only one that's made it so far.
Yep.
Yay, my
Is it half
25
damage on a
points.
fail?
So useful.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
I get
it's half damage on a success.
Or yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. So
I get a. When I roll this, I get a +5 bonus to con saving throw. Just that one. Yep, and it's a shitty throw. So I get 11,
He's got plus
It
5, so
doesn't
12.
matter.
12.
Because your roll was 18.
Yep.
You have to beat an 18. Alright, so
what is half a
Ormic,
19?
you only take 9.
I hit myself.
9.
Everyone else takes 19.
I already did it. I already suffered.
So as you're looking at that, the winter wolf actually kind of cringes back, and you notice that like bits of snow have fallen off the side. Upon closer inspection, you see that these aren't true wolves, but just conjured magic constructs. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So then, Winter Wolf next to Lorlock is going to bite him and fails miserably. Hold on.
Oh, so he missed
Wolf
his
ha-
perfect. Wait,
hold on.
Hold up a second. Okay.
I get it. Oh, okay, never mind. It rolled it anyway, so it doesn't matter. What were
Roll
you saying?
one anyways. What?
No, so because it has another wolf within 5 feet, it gets advantage on all attack rolls.
But it still missed?
It still misses.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to use my reaction, and I'm going to spend another one of my superiority dice to do, riposte, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Think so?
So, miss me with melee attack. I can use my reaction to spend a superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against it.
Go ahead.
So, against the wolf. I'm assuming 23 hits.
Kinda, yeah, barely.
Alright, cool.
Actually,
Ballpark, you know.
This. So that is another 20 damage, plus I get to add another d8 to it. Let's do that. So that is 24 damage.
Alright. You see kind of chunks of snow falling off this one as well.
Awesome.
Xylena. Now remember, you are in
I
this
cannot
booth of
move.
blades.
Yeah, there you go.
You reach your hand out and die.
She's not a wizard.
Range. Damn it, that's too far.
But actually, the Aarakocra was 30 feet in the air, so it was not hit. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna remind him.
I guess since I can't really move, I'll just I'll call a storm. You know, real casual shit.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a
You're in an
small
open
thing.
environment, no lightning, so it doesn't get that extra, but where are you summoning it?
So the storm cloud, which is the big one, right?
Cylinder is 60 feet.
Correct. It's gonna
You
be
can
sent.
shoot a lightning bolt once a turn
With-
within that 60 feet.
Correct. So the storm itself will be centered there.
Okay.
And I get to shoot lightning on my first turn, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought. We'll go like over here. Then I should reach just the two people.
You're shooting it here?
Like in this back corner here.
So you're gonna hit the Aarakocra and that chick?
Yeah.
Aarakocra's in
The
the
Aarakocra's
air.
our friend. Okay, never mind.
So just the bad chick.
Just Alright, so Arabella has to make a dex save. Ooh, and
Nope.
with a fail, you are going to take 26 lightning damage.
Damn.
Suck my dick.
I'm trying to
Damn.
enter first.
Yeah, right?
I've been doing this wrong. Alright. Any bonus actions or anything you're doing?
You know what? I will take my bonus action to heal myself.
There you go, that's smart.
Those other people that need healing.
I also need healing.
She also can't see you.
Fair.
Put a hole in the wall and maybe we could.
I did.
Make a glory hall. Make a glory hall.
Not through this wall.
That's cold.
Am I allowed to do my reaction still?
Yeah.
I didn't do it this time.
Right. You didn't have a reaction yet.
You have a reaction, yes.
Well, it was this Song of Defense thing that I used last time. I just gotta figure out what spell slot I want to use. How much did I take? You know what? I'll just do one of my third level spots.
So
So it's
Alright, so
20.
it's going to take 15 damage away from that. So you are going to only take 11.
Okay. Make note that she used that.
Alright, and Zelina, you healed 11. Good job. Look at her finally learning how to be a paladin. No, sorry, cleric.
She's a cleric.
Cleric.
You know, I want to remind her that she's got like these 2 awesome healing abilities in her mace that she hasn't even probably remembered that she has.
I know I have them. I just haven't found a good opportunity.
You mean to heal everybody on the field, basically? Yeah, no,
Correct.
not a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a terrible opportunity.
Yeah, just wait, you know, when Shelby tries to kill me for, you know, her character dying.
Then I'll heal you.
I'll make it look like an accident.
Alright, so this winter wolf is going to come rushing up at Zelina and bite.
it seems to have been chloroformed with a crocheted towel.
With a nat 20.
Yep.
Wait, so I have a question.
Hmm.
I'm in like this, there's a bunch of swords around me, right?
As written,
It's-
only if you move.
Only
Yeah.
if I'm...
Yeah,
okay.
they're just
so it's
spectral.
magic. They're magic swords.
Yeah, they're not physical, they're spectral.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So you are going
They're
to
only
take
real if you move
15
towards them.
piercing damage, and you have to make a strength save.
15 piercing damage. And a strength save. I'm very glad I healed myself.
Holy
With
shit!
Yeah,
Oh boy.
So with that,
Yeah.
you'll only take 11 damage.
So I can get the 4 back.
You can get the 4 back.
Okay.
And you will get a strike back at the wolf.
At the wolfie,
At the wolfie.
I'm just gonna Sacred Flame him.
No, melee attack back. Not
Melee?
stealth. Yeah.
Melee.
You have to boop it in the nose
But I can't move.
aggressively.
No, you,
Yeah,
as
but
long as you
don't.
don't move that space, you can hit.
Okay.
She just doesn't want to punch the wolf.
She's got a mace.
I do
Looks
have
like
a
a
mace.
muffler. So it does hit, so it will take the 3 damage. Alright, this wolf, I'm going to run through these really quick. Thinking that Airmill is still down, this winter wolf is going to hop over to Oramek and fight him. 23 is going to hit, so you need a wisdom save, Oramek.
I do. I've also been, up again, just realizing this far into the campaign that they're doing piercing damage, correct?
Yes.
While I'm in rage, I have resistance to piercing.
Alright,
Nat
so
20.
Wow.
Alright. So you are only going to take 3 piercing damage, and you will have a single strike, not multiple strike, back at the wolf.
Ooh. Alright. Well, I mean, yeah, duh. We're gonna go this route. Get wrecked.
So as you drop it down, you basically pierce its skull, dropping everything down, and it falls apart.
Nice.
Another one down.
Thank God.
Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust.
Right?
Alright, Riara.
Shh, the copyrights.
Okay.
No, I sang it, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So Rayara is going to use her face step to teleport right here. That's a bonus action. Check. Sorry, I need to. I gotta look at something because it says it gets an additional thing at my level based on my
For phase
season.
shift.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the Eldrin.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm assuming she's a winter.
I actually thought I made her. Why can't I find this? Because I thought I made her a summer.
How the fuck does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, we'll go with winter because that makes most sense.
Serving the Frostmaiden, but is a summer Eldrin?
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Summer in Alaska.
Yeah.
So one creature of my choice that I can see within 5 feet of me before I teleport, which is Lorelok, wisdom saving throw, or be frightened of me until the end of
Are
my
we gonna be
next turn.
frightened of each other?
Frightened of each other.
Just sitting there with blades pointing at you like,
Was I supposed to make
Keep
another
coming
save
closer.
for that?
At the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn. Okay.
I rolled a fucking 8, so I'm assuming it didn't work.
So
I'm frightened of her now.
You're
Yes.
scared. And then she can
That's
repeat
so
her wisdom
funny.
save.
Okay, and then for her actual action, she's gonna do Cure Wounds.
He put the status. It's nice.
can you do that?
Yeah,
How do you do
Yeah,
that?
right?
If you do that on the D&D Beyond, it'll actually post it. It's kind of cool.
How do I?
Oh, on your statuses on there. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. And that's me done. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know why I did it twice. Oh, it ended up the same. Ah.
Alright. Fallon.
I almost forgot I was on death saves there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't do my save for my frighten thing.
You can go ahead and roll it.
I rolled a 10, so I
What
saved.
save
That
was
is a
that?
save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's wisdom.
No, it's wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom.
Ormic, your turn.
You.
Am I still scared of you?
No,
She is
no.
not
Ha!
scared.
Haha. The
All
tables
right.
have turned.
The turns of tables?
The turns of tables,
Yeah.
yes.
Turns of tables.
How do I want to do this? So I can see right here.
Correct.
So I'm going to put my pixie there.
All right.
And then we're, of course, going to continue with what we're doing.
Coolio.
18 misses, but 27 will hit, so she will take
All right.
15 damage.
Who?
And then
And
the Winter
then-
Wolves have to make a dex save.
Arabella takes
yes,
15.
dex save.
15.
15 damage.
13 or higher. Oops, not person.
Failed. Other wolf succeeded.
Was there anything else I was supposed to do?
No, because he's the pixie's the 2 wolves by me.
What?
So with the explosion, Lorlock, you see this explosion in front of you, and this wolf fall apart, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Awesome. At least I don't have to worry about that
Take
one.
All right. By the way, Ormic, did you make your wisdom save?
I did. No, that's what I got the nat 20 on.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Aramil, you are prone.
Yep. So I stand up using up my movement. I immediately drink one of my potions of greater potions of healing.
Okay. So you're back in the 30s right now, aren't you?
20s, but you know.
Did you get hit again? You were healed 25.
Yeah, and then they took
Shatter.
19 from me.
Ah, yeah.
And then as I stand up, I am going to use my bonus action to inspire my Aarakocra friend. Be like, just give him like a huge thumbs up. Be like, thanks, buddy.
As you do that, just like this
Up in the
pale
air,
light
yeah.
starts to like radiate from behind him.
Yep. I want to give him like the grace, the extra grace. Just like, you got this.
All
I
right.
also know he's going soon, so I definitely, yeah. And I still can't see Lorlock, so I can't inspire him.
Damn you. I guess the only thing I can do, now that I've looked at the whole frightening thing, I'm gonna attack the wolf with my crossbow because I can.
Okay. Yep.
I can't physically move closer to it. Thanks, Jess.
I was gonna say if they're both, you know, so many feet away, you might be able to get away with it, but
No.
If they're in your line of sight.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So crossbow.
That first one's a 16. The second one's a 10.
All right. 16 is going to hit.
Yay! 6 piercing.
All right.
Oh, I get to make my wisdom save too. Yay!
Let's see what
Wow, wasn't that one? Fuck me, I guess, huh?
Oh.
you basically like were so happy that you saw this winter wolf get pierced with your bolt that you just turn a little bit and see Riara and you like jump up a little bit, yelp like a little girl. All right, let's knock through some wolves. This wolf is going to come charging off at Lorlock and bite. 20.
Jesus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So make a strength save, and it's 11 piercing.
Strength save. That's a 29, so I think I succeeded.
You do not get ripped down to the ground. Now this winter wolf, who hasn't even gotten a turn yet,
When he finally gets to us, he's just gonna get beat down by everyone who's conscious.
Yep.
runs over to this other wolf, and he's just kind of going, like, has this inquisitive look, has no idea what's going on, so he hasn't started attacking yet. He will
thank
not
God.
make an attack this turn. He was so
Thank God.
confused from his nat 1.
He summoned and immediately was looking at a wall, just like. Oh.
It's like my dog with anything. So with that, the Aarakocra is still 30 feet in the air, but he is going to dive down. Where is the icon so I can turn it off? And strike out at Arabella.
Don't forget your inspiration.
What was your inspiration again? Can you
+7.
Alright, so that's plus to hit.
So you can do plus to hit, plus to attack, or plus an ability check or saving throw.
Alright. So I'm going to use it to plus to hit. Because
Nice.
if I remember correctly, she has a 24 AC right now.
22.
22? Okay, so I did say I was going to use it before I knew that, so I got to use it. Alright. So. She is going to take 9 necrotic damage. And then he is going to strike again. 24. And he is going to strike out with 21.
Total 30?
No,
Yeah,
it's
that'd
total-
be fair.
Yeah.
9 plus
Between
21 is
attack,
30.
But he is going to use Divine Smite
My goodness.
at the 3rd level. Sorry, 2nd level. He doesn't have any 3rd level spell slots. So it is going to be 3d8. So an additional 16 on top of that. So 46 damage.
Okay. Well, that makes her unconscious.
That makes her unconscious.
Arabella unconscious, y'all.
Everyone go beat her up while she's down.
Kick her while she's
We're
down.
doing this.
Hold
We're
on.
doing this trial of terror style.
Hold on. And I'm actually going to see if he's... Because that was just his actions. Let me see if he's got any bonuses.
So does this mean the wolves disappear now?
No, because they're not
Damn it.
tied to me. I just summoned them.
No, she just summoned him, yeah.
I tried.
We
You did.
appreciate that thought.
So it was a good try. That will be everything he can do. So Arabella, you get to do your first death save.
Where do I roll that?
If you click on it, it might give you an option. Yeah, the dot in between the two right there.
Oh, right here?
Wow.
And that is a success.
First success.
First success. Xylena, the blade of the wreath of blades is now gone.
Yay!
You can move.
I mean,
I would Thunderwave
Within
them
reason.
first. Maybe you can push them away, but that'd be me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm really sad I'm
Really?
not a Dine right now because I'd want to make friends with the dumb one.
Maybe everybody should get like some healing. Just thought.
You're asking a lot there. Do you want me to attack the doggies or do you want me to heal people?
Ormec has like barely a scrape.
Oh, wait. I can do both, actually.
There we go.
I only have, I can do that. I'll do it at 2nd level, so that's centered for my doggy friends.
Alright.
I wish they were friends, and then... So this applies to all my friends within 60 feet of me. It's a bonus
Arabella,
action.
you're directly below Arabella, right?
Yes.
Okay, one of my screens has you on the wrong spot. So I wanted
Oh,
because
okay.
otherwise it was going to have you caught up in that. I'm like, that is weird.
Am I within 60
I'm right
feet
here.
of Zyluna?
Yes.
I can't see her, so I don't know where she's at.
I can't see you either.
She's essentially covered up the whole entire map in this thundercloud.
Yeah. Not a very big map.
Okay, so the mass healing word hits me then too.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, perfect.
So they have.
Oh, I could have done that. Damn it! I could have used my lightning. I forgot I had that. Oh well.
So one of the wolves sees you going to cast this spell and jumps out of the way, avoiding everything.
Is it my friend, the dumb one?
No, the dumb one rolled a 7.
No.
Dumb one's getting obliterated.
He gets knocked back, taking the 12 under. And he just like looks really confused, but now he knows who's his enemy. And
Poor
with that,
baby.
you see, you kind of hear just a little bit of ice shatter.
Sad. They were going to be our friends.
All right. The winter
That one-
wolf that
that one
dodged
was
the
my friend.
attack.
It's another hole.
For some reason, my sheet closed out. Goddamn. All right. Is going to cold breath Olivia. So,
Rude.
Livy, you have to make a dex save. Alright. So you succeed, so you're only going to take 9 cold damage.
Wait, I have a question. When I cast Mass Healing Word, was I included in it?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Everybody.
And so, how much damage was I taking?
9.
Alright, so I'm healing 7 and taking 9. Got it.
Alright.
I mean,
So, Riara.
Okay. I'm gonna start by casting Darkness. And I'm going to center that on Arabella.
Okay. And it's 30 feet.
15-foot radius. Yes.
It's a sphere of 15 feet.
A sphere
So-
of 15 feet, yeah.
So it's like 30 feet across, but centered at her.
Yep. And dark vision won't work on it.
Correct. Does anyone actually get blacked out from that, or does it still show everything that's going around it?
So I'm not blacked out, but I can't see anything in the square.
I can't see in the square either.
But everybody at home can.
That's right.
I can't see inside the door.
You shouldn't be able to. I'm the only one who can see inside there.
Are you?
He's asking because I'm 20.
Oh, well,
He's trying to see if we can see people in there still.
I can't see anything except for Arabella and myself.
I can see me and or.
I should be able to
Oh, wait.
I can see me.
all of it.
So that's because the wall is there. You can only see through the slot this year.
Right.
All right. So that is your action.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
And then for my bonus my bonus action, I'm gonna bring out my Houndville Omen again, and
Sorcery points to you. Damn.
make Lorlock the 6.
Okay. I think that uses up all your sorcery points now, because I think it's like 3 to bring it out.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep. I have ways to put them back.
Shouldn't in the middle of a fight.
Huh?
Shouldn't in the middle of a fight.
All right.
It
So
says
then, with his turn, you want him
converts
to attack
true
Warlock then?
points. Yes.
All right. With a nat 20.
Jesus.
Give me a
want you to know that. You sleeping downstairs, baby.
You will not get
22.
pulled down, but you do take 15 piercing damage.
Hey, well, that was good.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Fallon. Death save. She's like, I've been waiting to hit this button for like 25 minutes.
Mhm.
I rolled a 15.
All right. Second success. Oh yeah, you're back up because you were healed.
That's
When
right.
the fuck was I healed?
Living-
Mass
Living
healing
mass
word.
Yeah, the mass healing.
Oh
Word.
shit.
Yeah, you're up.
Yeah, 'cause that one's not a can see thing, right?
How many points did I get healed?
Yeah.
7.
Oh.
So you're
7.
still on the ground prone.
So basically, you can either crawl 15 feet or stand up.
While I'm on the ground, I'm gonna take a healing potion. If my frickin' thing would let me scroll down.
You want to toss one over to me?
Here we go. 4d4 plus 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. So 11 plus 4, so that's 15 points of healing that I got back.
With that, Fallon's almost at full HP.
I forgot this whole time.
I'm not.
that
I'm at
you
half, actually. Less
20
than
feet of YR, your movement speed is half.
All right. Anything else you're doing, Shelbs?
No.
Yeah, I forgot.
If I move, is that wolf? Is that wolf gonna attack me?
Mhm.
I have to say you can try. The thing is, like, I've told you guys this. You can try to get away, and if I forget to do it, you get away with it. So if you're
Right.
reminding me to do it,
Clearly, you
will
just
now.
reminded him, so don't do it.
It will now.
if you want to try crawling away, you can do a stealth check.
Can I just like take a knife and fucking cut its jugular open?
I mean, if you have a knife equipped, you can still attack it. Yeah.
Even though I took a potion?
No, that's
Oh,
it was an
sorry, I
action.
forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah. Fall away.
Stealth it.
Not bad. I rolled a 16.
All right. So you are able to crawl away without being noticed because it is
What?
so focused on Warlock.
I'm gonna go this way.
All right. As you start to traverse that way, you do notice that it's starting to go at a slight decline. So. I don't
Oh,
know if you
shit.
want to-
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
No,
I'll go
that's
down.
okay. No, you're not falling, but you did make that motion over there, so you are over there.
I mean, okay, whatever. Yeah.
It's not a far enough decline that you're going to start rolling away. But
Okay,
now
well-
you're actually like at a drop, so the wolf doesn't really see you.
Okay, and then I can't stand.
Correct, because you've
Okay.
used your movement now.
Okay, that's it then.
Orimic.
All right. Well, I'm gonna risk it and assume that there's still a dead body in front of me.
Risk it for the biscuit.
First thing, I'm gonna actually move my. I'm trying to decide. Not really a good spot. I don't know if there's another one up there or not. We're gonna do the pixie. No. Don't ignore the pixie. We're just gonna slash in front of me. Hope that the body's still there. We're going for the once. Let's see if I actually hit something.
So what
That's
does
it?
that do?
So you're going to
It
have
means
an
it's a
instant
fail.
fail on one of your death saves.
Okay.
Knowing that you're there, I'm gonna slash again
that-
to use it.
So the advantage disadvantage thing cancels out.
Yes.
Okay.
But you are knocked out, so really, there's,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I wish these were actually doing damage.
Yeah,
but-
I can't see her,
There's
so
2 fails now.
2.
Yeah, I just slashed again. And I'm actually going to use my bonus action to end my rage.
I mean, you attacked, so technically,
It says, I mean, yeah, it's up to you. It says your rage ends early if you're not to cast a spell, but you can also end your rage as a bonus action.
you can. It's up to you. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
All right. Aramel.
So as I'm already standing, and I could see the other assassin, through the hole in the wall before the darkness appeared. I'm going to step forward until I can't see the darkness, until I'm out of the darkness, which is exactly 30 feet. And I'm going to cast...
Do I get an opportunity attack if he walks past me?
He's still
You're unconscious? I'm not that close to you. You
No,
are...
you walked past Riara.
Oh,
He's
she
still
within
within
5 feet of where I was?
Yeah, you
Your
would have passed
path
by
that
5
you
feet.
did, you had to walk by her, so
You-
yes,
you walked
she does.
past
I am
me.
not out of her range yet. So there's no
Oh, that is
opportunity
true.
attack
You're not
yet.
out of range.
I'm not out of her range yet.
Oh, that is a corner. It's hard to see because of the square.
I know. I had to guess at it a lot. I was like, I'm gonna go for it anyway. I step out of that darkness and I just kind of like hope for luck. I'm like, here we go, and cast. And I'm assuming that because the wall is still intact, my thunder wave is only gonna hit her
Up
dead
to the
body.
wall.
Because earlier Xylena did it and it didn't hit anybody on the other side of the wall. So I'm basing that off of that.
Just do it, man.
All right. So we have.
It's an unconscious body, not
Yeah,
dead.
well, it's about to be dead.
So basically, you're dead.
What did he cast?
We casted
Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave.
So that just goes like in.
It's a 15-foot radius.
Boom.
So
And
Riara, Arabella, Orimic, and the Aarakocra.
Wait, but they're behind the wall.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. All right. So Arabella
Yes.
is going to have the failure. So Arabella
Mhm.
starts
Arabella's
to
dead.
freeze
And we're dead.
and crystallize and shatters.
Can I do the counter spell?
No, you're
You're
dead.
you're dead.
Is it too late to say that? No,
Riara.
Riara.
Yeah.
Oh.
Technically, you have to do it faster than this, so you can't wait until the end result to actually say that.
Oh. But it was before damage, right?
He's already rolled it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not on the same page.
Yep.
So, yes, no?
No.
Sounded like a no.
So Arabella is damaged, and Riara does have to make that save.
And what about the hound? The hound's in
Arabella's
the P
dead.
too.
Dead, yes.
I know. That's what I said.
And then he said he's still, yeah, Riara has to make that deck save.
Dex.
Constitution save, sorry.
Constitution save.
Correct.
And again, Adam, the hound. Yes or no?
Oh, the hound's in it, but he's just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just also trying to look at something.
Oh, okay. That's
13.
You shall take 13 damage and not get knocked back.
But you do now have to make a separate Constitution to focus on your, because darkness is a concentration spell.
That's true. Yay!
Wait, was that hound included in it?
Yeah, the hound
Yeah.
is dead. I just haven't gotten to it. Okay, she does make.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
she
Yeah,
has no
definitely.
issue.
You will not see me.
You can hurt me all you want. You're not going to see me feel it.
You can't see my pain.
Lorlock.
Cool, awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Bonus action. Inspiration.
Okay.
On Lorlock.
Yay.
And here you go. +6.
6. Okay, cool, awesome. 2 strikes against that stupid wolf in front of me.
All right.
You want to add it to hit or damage?
That's 24, so I don't need to add it to that one. I'll add the second attack though, so it'll turn it into a 21.
All right. Go ahead and roll for
So
damage.
It's already.
There's already an
Yep.
X there, dude.
oh, is there?
It's already
Whatever. Okay, whatever. Fine, I used it. It's fine. Oh, and I get to make the wisdom save too. Yay.
You still scared of me?
Actually, he's not
can't even
because
see
you're
me.
not in sight anymore. It's when you're in
Well,
sight.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 19 on it anyways.
Either way, you're not scared of me no more.
Well, yeah, you can't see him.
He feels his balls regrowing.
He finally got them out of the jar. All right, so he did.
1, 2, we're good.
He did.
We're all dead?
Nope. Dopey Wolf
Oh boy.
is going to charge off at Xylena
No.
and Cold Breath.
No.
Not Dire Wolf. I can close that one. Cold Breath. So make a dex save.
Laughed again, didn't you?
Yes. Because you're. Ugh. Oh, that pisses me
You
off.
do make it, so you're going to take 9 cold damage.
Oh.
Oh, mama.
Oh.
Where is that Hawkra?
He's in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Can
it's
somebody
not-
like ping him though?
No, we don't
I
have to.
can't see.
No.
So I can't.
If you
We'll
can't
never
see
tell
him,
you where he is.
I'm supposed to be able to see him because I have
do you see Ormic?
Devil's
Sight.
Sight.
But Ormek's behind the
Nope.
wall.
And so is the Aarakocra at the moment.
I haven't been able to see inside the square the whole time.
We've been able to see her. Oh, that's it.
Oh, well, here, I'll give you this. There.
Because I just need to. I gotta check something.
Well, the
Yeah, because I've been forgetting something the entire time.
So the Aarakocra is going to fly 20
'Cause-
feet up in the air.
He's gonna fly 10 feet in the air. I've been forgetting the whole time that Ryara has an ability where she's got a 20-foot sphere around her where your movement speed is halved if you're in that 20-foot sphere.
He was already 30 feet up there.
Was he already 30 feet?
No, I came down to attack Arabella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he dove down.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So
All right,
10
so
feet.
you having the movement speed then?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to have 10 feet in the air to go over the wall, 10 feet towards you, so he's still in the air over 10 feet. Because he also has Devil's Sight.
Oh.
He's a paladin warlock. He has all sorts of shit.
Oh.
Wait, so his movement speed is 40?
50.
What
Well,
nifty.
well,
Yep.
flying's supposed to be 60.
Well, yeah, their flight speed is like 50. It's
No, it
incredible.
is 50. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of my monk that I had where I had the extra movement speed. So, yeah, my apologies. Yeah, it is 50.
Dope.
Yep.
I don't know much about that race.
Alright. Well, in all honesty, he doesn't have anything that he can really just cast. So he is going to Eldritch Blast directly at her.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm doing my reaction this time.
Okay, you're counterspelling?
Yes.
Alright.
I remember.
Alright, you counterspelled the nat 1, so good job.
Good job. Congratulations.
Hey, all right.
Super.
I have failed. You're damn right you did.
Well, I still gotta.
Yeah, but still uses the spells.
I still have to expend it. Yeah.
Yes. Sad day, friends.
Did it use it? Okay.
Alright. That is the Aarakocra's turn. So then next up is Xylena. We're going to end this after this round, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna toll the dead at my dumb whoopee friend.
He is missing health points.
I know.
So as you see that, the wolf crumbles.
No.
You just kind of see like the dopey tongue hanging out, and it just kind of slowly just falls apart, looking at you. For a second, it looked like Lily, and you're just like, oh.
Rude! Don't you speak of my dog like that.
Rachel's dog. You've said that
My
multiple
dog.
times to me.
My dog.
I'll remember
My
that.
puppy.
All right, moving forward. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So the other winter wolf bites Zelena.
Fuck.
Nat 1. So not only does it miss, it literally bites the snow pile that was the Dobie dog.
Just for good measure.
Just for good. Riara.
Oh,
So the Arakokra is 10 feet in the air right here.
where? I'm sorry, I missed the ping.
Here.
What's on my other page?
What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to reveal it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So still Ormek cannot see in there, but
Yep.
Okay.
and he is 10 feet in the air still.
Okay. So for reference, because I needed to calculate all of this very specifically. I've been sitting here measuring for like ever. Where was it? There. Okay. So, right here.
Okay. Okay. So you set it right here,
I cast Fireball.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lorelok
and that should
is
be
the
a
only
20
one-
foot
Yeah, Lorelok is
sphere.
the only one not in cover from that area. You roll a dex save. Because Zelena's behind the snow and ice wall.
Yeah, I probably should have specified on top of the wall.
If it was on top of the wall, probably still wouldn't technically hit us.
Why? The wall's only 10 foot high.
Whatever, I'm down.
You sound
Did
so
that not
angry.
hit the air copper too?
Well, she already knows I'm pissed off at her, because she's just going to make it to where I'm completely pissed off at her now.
Did that not hit the air cocker too? 'Cause I put
It's
it.
25 feet from
It's
that
right here, yeah. No, that's not the spot I put. Right
Okay.
near. That's where I put it.
Okay, so you charred. Yeah, it will hit the Arakokra then.
There.
So he'll make a dex save. He fails it, so he will take the 25, but he is going to cast a reaction of Hellish Rebuke. So you have to make a dex save. Alright, so you do make it, and you will only take 13 damage.
Gee. Sorry, I'm looking through my
Oh, no, you're good.
bonus.
You heard me that I said I'm down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Um. I'm going to use my bonus action to expend a spell slot to convert it to sorcery points.
Okay. I believe it's for every level. It's like what, 2 sorcery points?
Yes.
Okay. What spell slot are you
Well,
giving up?
sort of. It starts out with 2, and then it's weird numbers after that. But if I expend a... If I expend a 3rd level slot, it gives me 5 back.
Right. Okay.
Bingo.
All right. So you have 5 back then.
And... yeah, that will end my turn.
All right. All right. So next up is Fallon.
Are we still not done yet?
We're finishing up this rotation.
Oh, I was rolling a death save like I was still dead. Jesus Christ. So if I stand, I don't get any movement, or I get half movement.
No, if you stand, that's your full movement.
Okay. I'm going to... Question. This line right here, if it was 5 feet wide, would you consider that hitting Kyle's character?
Which line?
The line I'm drawing right now?
It disappeared. Try it again.
No.
So you can't see her unless you have double sight.
Yeah, she's in.
No,
she's
my
in
concentration... Oh wait, can I maintain concentration and cast a spell?
darkness. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
gone.
as long as you
So darkness.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Yeah,
gone.
good
was gonna
call.
say-
Yeah.
No, she. Well, you can
Never
cast
mind.
a spell as long as it's not another concentration spell.
Fireball shouldn't
Not
be.
a concentration. No.
So,
So then the darkness is still there.
Required concentration.
Okay, so then the darkness is still there.
Right,
So
but
she can't
technically you
do
still
it.
have to make your con save from getting hit by Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
That's
Maybe it's
insane.
gone.
I think it's
Darkness
gone.
fades.
You
So
can
Well
see.
then.
You can see.
So I was originally correct. You can see me. So would a
Okay.
5 foot not hit all 3 of them? Because you argued with me that Aramel was still within 5 feet of me.
He is within 5 feet of you.
Okay, so a 5 foot wide thingy would hit all 3 of them. By that argument.
What spell?
Please let me know when I can speak on my turn.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Like I said, can you see this line I'm drawing right now?
Yeah. What spell are you trying to cast?
I'm trying to cast Lightning Bolt, but it's a 5 foot wide. I don't want to hit him because he's already down.
You would hit him if you cast it.
I would?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Okay. I'm going to... This is really puny, but I'm going to cast Magic Missile. Oh, it's only 1. Okay, so that's 2 times 3, 2, 4, 6. So that's 6 points on Riara.
Okay.
And then I can't move, so I'm done.
She's like, I stood up, I did my thing.
Like everything else, I have to hit.
All
I have a
right.
hit DC, and I know her fucking AC is high as fuck. So,
Oh yeah.
Since of course I don't see on the other side of the wall. We're going to move down here, and
Well, you have to remember that our Kokra is 10 feet in the air too, so you can actually see past him.
That's a good point, but I can't see anything from my perspective from here. So I'm actually going to use my charger feet and dash this way, and just do the extra 5 damage from hitting this guy. It's probably going to be a little overkill, but
It's very much overkill.
yeah. Oh,
It hit.
if it hits,
It didn't.
yeah, both of them. Dang. Well, fuck me. So, and I didn't mean to attack twice. The first, whatever the first one was supposed to be it, but
Yeah, you're good. I figured. Aramil.
Yeah, so since I can now see her, I'm going to just attack twice with my Charlemagne short sword. Hmm.
Those both miss.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, then, since this whole battle has been kind of a cluster anyway, then I'm going to inspire. Oh, wait. We're ending after this round, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, then I'm not going to inspire. Because I'm not going to remember by the next session.
Healing.
So let's end the night with Loreloc's death save.
Sorry, trying to get to it. There it is. Wow.
oh,
oh no!
Is that 2
Instant
fails?
death.
That is 2 fails.
Oh, is that what it
What a-
does on this one?
What a cliffhanger for next week
2 weeks.
or 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, next week is Horde.
That's right.
sweet Jesus.
All right.
Kind of-
So we're going to be wrapping things up. I know we got to run a little bit long tonight. But
Because
you
we
know
never
what?
start on time.
Yeah, we never start on time.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't forget to check in next week. We're going to have all the dates for the second Horde campaign next week as well.
Yep.
So that we'll be able to go over everything. But we'll see you next week at 8:30. Bye.
Bye.